Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, what's poppin'? How you doing? Alright, so as you can tell from the title, this video is going to be about my experience after Forever 21. Now, this person, ICB, commented on a video a while ago, 2 months ago, and said, can you do a story time on your experience working at Forever 21? I saw on your other video where you said you worked at Forever 21, but you used to work there. I want to apply, but I don't know. I've been supposed to record this video, but what had happened was, one, I got married. Two, as you can see, I'm sitting on the floor in this empty room because we moved into our house. So there was a lot going on. Oh, and excuse the little munching sounds y'all hear in my background. My dog is behind me chewing on a bone. So this video is gonna be about my experience at Forever 21. So yeah, nothing else to say. Let's just get right into it. Y'all, let me get my little face. His name is Oreo. His name Oreo. He's a Yarky Poo. It's my baby. My baby. Alright. But anyway, first off, let me start off by saying to work at Forever 21 you have to be 18. Of course, like every job wants you to have like experience, retail experience. When I first got hired on at Forever 21, I didn't have no type of retail experience. That was my first retail job when I was 18. So I was still in high school when I first started working at Forever 21. Now, I was living in New Orleans, Louisiana, when I first got hired there. And it was, I ain't gonna lie, I loved it at that time. The store manager I had at that time, I had a great relationship with her. Like, that's my girl. Like, even to this date, like, that's my girl. I got her on Instagram, got her on Facebook. I still have her number. That's my girl. When I got hired on, I applied. I did my position. I was a sales associate, and I got hired on as seasonal. But they ended up keeping me because I was worth it. So I think like 6 months or a little over 6 months, I want to say, I can't really remember, maybe 6 months to a year, I got promoted and I became a leader service. Now, around the time I became a leader service, that store manager that I had, I don't want to say her name, but that store manager that I had, she ended up getting a better job offer and she left. So the co-manager we had at the time, I'm not going to say her name, she became the store manager. That's when I started hating working at Forever 21. She showed favoritism. Oh my goodness. It was terrible. So it was me and another leader service. Me and her were really close. We were good friends. It was like me and her versus the store manager, the co-manager, and one associate that the store manager was showing favoritism to. So Forever 21 go by a point system. What the quiet for? Forever 21 goes by a point system when it comes down to your attendance, right? So if you're late, you get a half a point. Your call out is a point. But at the time, it was like, if you call out 2 hours before your shift, you won't get pointed for it. But you can only, you won't get pointed for it, and you can only call out 3 times before it starts counting against you. So that was the co-manager we had at the time. Well, the co-manager, when I was there, was late a lot. She didn't really call out a lot, but she was late a lot. And when you look at her attendance points, she only had 2. crazy. And there was this time where she came in drunk. You know, it was shit like that, you know, and I was at my end. So me and the other leader service decided to get corporate involved, right? So we got corporate involved, and of course, anytime you call corporate on a situation that's going on, like favoritism, they're gonna look at your history of being there, whoever you're talking about history of being there, to see, you know, what you did or didn't do when of you working there. So me and the other lead ended up sending an email to corporate, letting them know our frustration, our concerns and stuff, which I'm not gonna lie, it ended up backfiring on us because they didn't look at shit from months ago, like months ago, and was asking us, well, on this day at this time, I see, where were you doing? I don't remember. I have no clue what I was doing. But that's not what I called you for or emailed you for. I emailed because this is what's going on in the store and this is my concern. So, honest truth, me and that lead felt like the DM and the assistant manager was like in cahoots. Honest truth, because it was a lot of favoritism being shown. Like I wish I had that other leader service here to tell you. Like it was a drama. Like drama. Where was I? My bad. I done lost my train of thought. Dog cried. I can't remember. But let's fast forward. I ended up quitting that job November 28th, 2017. I remember that date. Oh, maybe the 29th. Probably the 29th. I think I'm going to say the 29th. I ended up quitting that day. I didn't give her 2 weeks notice because the situation with my mom. If you don't know, my mom passed away. I have multiple videos talking about what happened. I have one video just dedicated telling that story of what happened. So I'm not going to go into detail. But I quit my job because of that. Because of my mom. So that was that with that. So then I ended up moving to California. I applied to 521 in California and I ended up getting a job. My position was a leader service. But in New Orleans, I was a full-time leader service. In California, they didn't have the full-time position. They only had 2 part-time leader services. So I was a part-time leader service. Now, the one in California, it was fairly busy because the location I applied in California was an area where a lot of tourists go visit it, and I worked at the one in Camarillo, the Camarillo outlets. So it was busy a lot, and the moment I walked in, in the store, it was off. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it was off. I am very in touch with, like, vibes and energies. So if you give off a vibe or energy I don't like, I'm not really gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And I got that vibe when I was in the store. Like, I tell you, like, the atmosphere of the store was terrible. Like, I was like, bro, I shouldn't even, like, work. Like, I shouldn't even apply here. When I was hired, we didn't have a store manager. We had a co-manager. And at 521, you're supposed to train for 2 weeks, right? So when I got there, I only trained like a couple of days with the co-manager, and then she went on vacation. So thank God I know about the freaking position, and because I worked there already, that I ain't really need them to tell me how to do things. I just needed them to show me their way of doing things. Thank God, because they did not train me at all. And then, like, that co-manager was messy as hell. Like, she was so messy. She talked about the associates. Mind you, I was brand new. Like, I wasn't even there for, like, a month. She was talking about all the associates. She was talking about managers. So I already knew, like, she talked shit about me. Like, that was a given. And her vibe was just, like, disgusting to me. So, like, I just couldn't stand her. I just couldn't stand her. I'm not going to even go into detail about it. If I could talk about certain things in the store, I'm going to find out. If I could, I'm going to tell it all. It's going to be a separate story about exactly what went down in the store. I'm going to say it. But for now, we're going to talk about my overall experience. So, but within that company, it's more so of like you train yourself anyway. They say they're supposed to train you, but it's not like that. Like, even when I was an associate, like, they say, oh, this. But then at the end of the day, you really got to do it on your own. Like, period. Like, that's how it is. So, anywho, so the co-manager ended up quitting. The company, Forever 21, isn't doing good. They're not making money how they used to. They recently filed bankruptcy. Okay, and it showed within the company, because just being, now see, when I was at the Fab 21 in New Orleans, the situation that I'm about to explain to you about the one in Camarillo, it wasn't happening, which I'm not saying they didn't have no money issues then when I was working there, but what I'm saying is it got worse where it showed in this particular store. I was at the location in California. I was there for about a year, and within a year, I've had 15 different managers. I had how many store managers? Like 3, 4 store managers, maybe. How many co-managers? How many leads? Like, yo, and it had a lot to do with the district manager. She was a bitch. She was a bitch. She was rude. Nobody liked her. They called her the Dragon Lady. She did not know how to talk to her employees. I've witnessed her make managers cry. There was one manager that walked out on her job because of her. She hit one manager with a door and then lied and said that it did not happen. And when we went back to go watch the footage was deleted. Yo, that district manager was a bitch. Now, let me say, I didn't have an encounter like that with her, because meeting me, and I'm not talking highly of myself. I'm not doing that. My personality is really big. And meeting me, I make it known that I don't play them type of games. If you disrespect me, I will disrespect you. Period. You know? And I think it has a lot to do with where I'm from. And I think a lot of the times with my accent and how I am when I'm comfortable, a lot of people take it as if I'm being rude. I come off like rude, but I'm really not rude. I can get rude, I can get disrespectful, but that's not who I am. And in times, because sometimes I can control that, sometimes I can't. I don't know how, but I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? But I know how to let a certain person know, bitch, don't play with me, without saying, bitch, don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? For example, like the district manager, when I had my interview with her, she asked me, well, why did you leave the Forever 21? And I said, oh, my mom passed away. She said, what, did you give her 2 weeks notice? I said, you didn't hear me say my mama passed away? Bitch, if your mama passed away, would you give her 2 weeks notice? No, I was mentally fucked up. I took care of my mother before she passed away. No, I didn't give no fucking 2 weeks notice, and I'd do it again. I have no regrets. I'd do it again. Quit in a heartbeat for my mother, bitch. But that's the type of person she was. Hopefully I can get a little insight on it. This one time she told me, mind you, this is the district manager. So when I came to that location, one of the things at Forever 21 you have to do is get credit cards, right? You don't get paid when you get the credit cards. You don't get like a bonus. There's nothing that happens to you like to get recognition and to make you want to get them. You know, the credit card. So you basically trying to do all this. Perfect way to put it, they want you to work like you get paid commission without you getting paid commission. They want you to work hard and only pay you so little. Ask anybody. But see, I can't say that because some people probably like love the store they work in, but it's the truth. They want you to work so hard and you only get paid so little. Even me being like a lead, you know, they wanted me to do so much, open and close the store. Like when I was the location in California, I opened and closed the stove. I didn't work doubles. I didn't did all this shit, and it was not paying. I was working in Camarillo. I had to drive to Oxnard to help at the Oxnard location because within her district, she had a high manager turnaround. Like all the managers come and go. And this particular DM, she didn't like promoting within the store, so she always went out and got people from outside the company. And the people outside the company don't even last long. So you got people coming from outside the company realizing, oh, this is too much to do. They're not even paying me that much. I quit. Oh, this is too much to deal with. I quit. And you got people that been there quitting because they've been there for years and haven't got even a promotion or recognized for them being there for so long. And don't get me wrong, there's people that's been there for a while and don't meet management the management status, but you do have people that been there for a while. Even people that haven't been there for a while but want management, want the management status, but you don't want to give it to them. I'm talking about good associates. They won't give it to them. And see, I'm the type of manager where I'm not gonna babysit you. When I first got there, even at the location in New Orleans, I had people that was older than me. And I was their manager. And I respect my elders. You know what I'm saying? So I always say, you got to be 18 to work here, which means you're an adult. I'm not babysitting. And at the location in California, they wanted you to fucking babysit. And that wasn't me. So a lot of the times, like the store manager or like the visual manager, like they didn't like the way I managed. But those associates respected me. I don't babysit them. I let it be known. I don't care if you have, and cell phones is real big. I don't care about the cell phone thing because when I was in New Orleans, my mom was sick. So I needed my phone on me. Because if I got that call and I was at work, occasionally something happened to your mama, I'm leaving. So I needed my phone on me. And the store manager that's my girl, she understood that. Occasionally, but don't let me catch you on your phone. And so I kind of picked up a lot of my management, like how I manage from that store manager because she was cool. She was cool. She didn't have, like, nothing was really going on when she was done. Like, it was, like, real laid back and cool. And that's how I wanted to manage. I wanted to make it where, like, yeah, this is a job, but it don't have to feel like a job. Do your job and we can have fun. It don't always have to be, it's not boot camp. We're not in the military. This is retail. This is Forever 21. And they don't even pay you that much. So I'm not going to act like we in fucking boot camp. And that's how I am because that's how that store manager was. Now, don't get me wrong. When it's time for her to put her fucking foot down, she put her foot down. And that's how I am. And so that's how I was at the store. So I was cool with a lot of the associates because of how I manage. And other managers didn't like that. And I was told you have to be more strict, but I'm not going to because when I close, my closing be good as fuck. It be better than a lot of other management closes. These associates respect me. But see, I was older than them too. A lot of them I was older than them. And I'm not going to sit up there and babies. And I let that be known. So, was there a favoritism? Maybe. But see, I was at the point where I really didn't care because they had a lot of other shit going on than to be worried about favoritism. I really didn't care. I can say my overall experience at Forever 21. If I could go like rate it like 1 to 10, I'd give it like a 4. I give it a 4. They want you to work hard. They don't pay you that much. The benefits aren't good. They don't care about their employees. If you ask me, hey, do you think you should apply? Which the girl said she wanted to apply. I don't think you should, and I'm being honest. If all the retail stores I worked at, all the retail stores I worked at, if you ask me which one was the best, I'd say Marshall's. If you want to work in retail, apply at Marshall's. Even if you're part-time, Marshall still give you benefits. Like, after mom passed away, I was messed up mentally. Like, and I still have my days sometimes. Like, I'm talking about, I am on medication to deal with my anxiety. And sometimes my depression because of after mama had passed away. Now, this is one of the benefits, like the good benefits of working at Marshall. You don't have to be full-time to get help from a psychiatrist. They offer that help to you. If you're homeless, they have programs to help you out. They have programs to give you housing, food, clothes, and that's at Marshall's. You know, so if you ask me, work at Marshall's. Now, the only reason why I didn't stay at Marshall's is because Marshall's in California, Marshall's was too slow for me. I like fast pace. I like always having something to do. And that's why I kept going back to Forever 21 because it always had something to do. And that's just how I am. Like, I like a challenge. And I wasn't a manager at Marshall's. I was a cashier. And that's just I didn't like that. That's the only reason why I left. The only reason, because I wanted something fast-paced, and Marshall wasn't fast-paced enough for me. But if I could go back, I would if the pace was fast. But Marshall was the best job I've ever had. Forever 21 business isn't doing good at all. They're closing a bunch of stores down. They even filed for bankruptcy. Yeah, see, it's not worth it. It's not. Well, I mean, that's all I have to say about it. My experience wasn't that good. You don't get the recognition that I feel like we should have got because of how hard we work at that store. Girl, ICB, ICB. I know I'm hella late, but if you didn't apply already, girl, go apply at Marshall's. Or if you applied and you got an interview or some shit, go to Marshall's. You know what I'm saying? Not Forever 21. Okay. But then again, at the end of the day, it's up to you. You might have a better experience than I did. But considering that they're closing a lot of stores down, I wouldn't even go to the store because it can be the store that you're going to work at if they're thinking about closing down. So I don't think you should. The company isn't doing good. The company have a lot of lawsuits and stuff like that. Save yourself and just don't do it. Don't do it. So yeah, y'all. That's it. If you have any other questions about my experience, go ahead, ask me in the comment section below. Or if you used to work there, tell me about your experience. I'm interested in knowing what the fuck was going on when you was working there. Cause baby, I got some stories. But see, I don't know if I can tell the stories. Cause I have a couple stories of like employees stealing and shit. But I don't know if I can really like speak on it. I'ma see. Cause if I can speak on it, I'm gonna tell y'all the stories. Cause girl. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this video. Thanks. Bye.
See, I can do the jewelry, and I can work in the sale room, but I can't stand in the fitting room all day, because when I stand there, my feet, okay, so I was born. Wait, what I... I know where this is. Stop it. I know where this is. I think. I see you give me all that plus stuff too.
It's closed.
I need to try it.
It's closed.
Y'all can't close it until the plus. It's not 6 o'clock yet. I used to work at a Forever 21.
You can. You go ask my manager. You ask my manager.
That girl just looked too good to the deep. Ooh, that, yeah. Okay.
You see how I was looking? I'm like, fuck. Wait, what did I do? How could I not know? Yes.
That's what I was talking about.
You were dragging your words.
Ooh, it's not a. Oh, it is.
It was, you know, I walked out and I was like, hey, I'm out of here. Bro, get